Hello to my Pisces. All right, so Pisces, we had a full reading out here, but when I went back to listen to it, I was like, can't hear nothing. Anyway, so I'm going to kind of do a recap and then we're going to pull some other cards for you. So the moon is in Aquarius and you're closing out cycles, right? You're closing out cycles, but closing out cycles in love. So you could be feeling it in certain parts of your body. So if you've been feeling kind of something like this heaviness on your back, like you've been carrying other people's emotions on your back, what Source is trying to teach somebody, because this is the first card that came out, right? That you're generous and kind with everyone, right? And some energies did something behind your back again. What else is new to try to end you, right? And they did determine this is a family that's doing this. So this is somebody either you have kids with, or you could um, started a business with, or whatever. But this is an organization. Somebody has a lot of money. And what these energies are doing, and I'm just kind of recapping here for somebody, is they go behind closed doors and they do stuff behind people's backs. They want to keep you in the house. Somebody wants to be able to restrict something as far as you're concerned. And they are determined to do it. Like almost like, ha ha ha, we own you now. That kind of energy, right? Let me see what we got here in the cards. This right here, talking about the high priestess energy, right? So somebody is dealing with some energies who, like I said before, who have been demonizing. This is. I feel like this is kind of a family feud here. You got somebody has a low vibrating Scorpio, low vibrating Virgo, low vibrating Leo. These are energies who have been doing this to you and your siblings or parents throughout the generations. Just so we're crystal clear. Here's the Wheel of Fortune here. And something has just been going on and on and on and on, like a family feud, right? Your families could actually have the same last name. And I'm saying this because I was watching this, what was it called? Amazon Prime. Amazon Prime like have these movies where they break them up in parts, like these documentaries that they break them up in parts. And sometimes people will have the same last name. They could be from the same place or whatever the case may be, but something happens, like some kind of a feud where one side of the family goes one way, another side of the family goes another way, and it's just like, they can't stand each other forever, right? Well, we don't mess with that side of the family. We don't mess with that. Yeah, we got the same last name, but we don't mess with them, right? That kind of thing, right? And the devil really is in the details of it all. The devil really is in the details of it all. It's really like about finding out what your temptations are. What are your demons? What are your temptations? And so those energies only come to you. These energies, misery loves company. So these type of energies only come to people when they want to find out, they want to create something, like they want to create some kind of friction in people's households, right? Six of Cups. So to end something, right? So they want to find out, like they're saving you from something, but something is inverted. It's already gone back. You got to understand, in the spiritual realm, looking at your cards here, we're going to pull a second set of cards. I don't want to keep going on and on and on about this. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the egos. Something has already gone back to whoever these energies are. And I'm talking to your 12th house. So it doesn't matter what your sun, moon, rising, Venus, whatever your sign is. Something has already gone back. These types of energies, this is an organization, or several organizations actually, right? I can't even say it's a secret society, because a secret society would not be as bold and brazen as these energies are. This is a form of gang stalking. I mentioned in the previous video that maybe somebody need to start looking up gang stalking and seeing how real it is and how it destroys how it really destroys people's mental health with all the stalking online. These are like cyber bullies. That's what they are. They cyber bullies. They see something that was growing for you. Where's the card? I had these cards here. All right. So you had the Empress card here, right? They saw something that was growing for you, and then the Empress card here, possibly for a sibling or your mom or dad, or they saw something growing big, right? And they wanted to cause a tower moment, right? But here's why a tower is not always a bad thing, right? Remember, if you're a prayer warrior, right? Somebody's a prayer warrior, right? So you don't have to go for them. You don't have to go for them. Your battle is not against flesh and blood, right? Your weapons really are the word of God for real. You don't have to go for them. You don't have to go directly at them. You've given something over to God because what they've actually inherited is the spirit, right? If you go back in your memory, and this is what I did not put in the previous reading. Let's say, for instance, a a family member scammed you out of something that you inherited. Like, let's say, for instance, they stole a house or a car, or they erased your name off of something or whatever. They don't realize what they've actually inherited. They really don't know what they've actually inherited. They can come in there and talk about all this. Well, we're gonna pray over this and we're gonna get rid of all these spirits and this, that. It's much deeper than this. It's much deeper than what they realize. Somebody either grew up in a house that has created a lot of loss, a lot of death in the house. Somebody put a spell on somebody's house. This would be equivalent to, let me just help somebody with something, right? Some people have grown up in houses where every time you turn around, somebody's losing a job, somebody's losing a spouse, somebody's losing some kind of loss that's always going on, right? So source is saying something saved you. Something saved you. There's always some kind of, and these energies like to hold on to the physical realm. This is like I said, somebody's dealing with a low vibrating Virgo that just went along with the flow, didn't ask no questions, no nothing. Hopefully, and they watch, just say stalking you. Hopefully, they watch videos to see exactly what they inherited, because they inherited all of this death. That's why something is going back. Once you Six of Cups the situation, I'm telling you, because Six of Cups is Scorpio, that's a death card. Once you went into a rebirth, this is the Ten of Cups, because something has already ended. It sent all of that back. Once you decided, are you cutting ties with these group of energies, you sit around, stay shinning and grinning in your face and smiling and kikiing and all of this, and you raised your frequency and recognized, because somebody said that you were a really, really good parent. This is either somebody you had kids with or whatever. Your child said that you're a great parent. If you have kids with them, or you created a business with somebody said you're a great business person. Somebody that sent some energies into motion to start stalking you on social media. Everything you start noticing, everything that you like, they like. They're not even trying to hide. That's how bold and brazen some of them are. You know exactly what organization they're with, because they all drank the same Kool-Aid. Whatever they wanted for you is what's happening to them right now. And there's nothing they can do to stop it, because some of them didn't even ask a question as to why, what's going on. No, nothing. All they just became a little bit familiar. Somebody told them something, and something started with an emperor. First house. Their sun sign doesn't have to be a Aries, just so we're crystal clear. But somebody took one look at you, so we're crystal clear. We're talking about first house. So your personality, that you would just go along with the flow, your temperament, that your water sign. So whatever energy they gave you, you would give it right back, just as clear. That was the assumption, right? Your appearance, they took one look at you and physically said, okay, we see this person as competition. We can distract and overwhelm them by saying we look better, or that person gained some weight, or they too skinny or too fat, or their head too big, or they got their head too small, so somebody must be a drinker in the family. I mean, they something is wrong. When I tell y'all, trying to tell y'all, listen, these energies, they are something. Y'all need, I intentionally did not film any gang stalking videos. I didn't create any gang stalking video. Y'all need to go watch some of those videos. So some people, you got some content creators out here that's out here doing the dang thing. They put these videos up here. Y'all need to go watch them. Go support those other. These energies aren't thinking about no kind of collaboration. They were poisoned by somebody you were in a relationship with. Okay. that made everybody believe that they saved you from something. Like you fell off the back of a turnip truck while you were healing, and they just went ham. I mean, they just went, these people, listen, y'all, wanting to see you and somebody out in the street. I mean, like, just all because you're a compassionate person, because you are kind and generous with everyone. Like, come on now. Come on. Ain't that much competition. Come on now. Like, come on. Really? Something else is stirring and brewing up in certain people's spirits when you can't even just be kind to human beings. You can't even be compassionate to a human being. So is it really a loss? They inherited something. Watch how stuff start happening in their lives. They wanted something so bad. They inherited something, all right. There used to be this show that came on. What was the name of the show? I'm gonna look up the name of the show because the show was really, really good. It was hosted by let me see. Give me 1 second, y'all. There used to be this show that came on. When did it come on? Y'all know I like to reference old television shows too in my readings. There used to be this show that came on. It was called To Believe or Not to Believe. The TV show, To Believe or Not to Believe. It was kind of a, I want to say, it was kind of like Ripley's Believe. Well, I can't say it was Ripley's Believe It or Not. But anyway, this person would like have these scenarios. Like he would have the host would have the, like this short like films of like, okay, this person, they went in to buy this house and the house is haunted or whatever the case may be. Some people are so stuck in the physical realm that they don't even understand how spirits work. But somebody here is a low vibrating energy. They inherited something, and for them, they think that okay, they can handle anything. They're so focused on their brilliance, and this could be any zodiac sign. Anybody who is in their eighth house who feels like they have occult knowledge, anybody who feels like they have renewed something, that they renewed a contract with the devil. For real. They renewed a contract with the devil. They said, oh, I know this stuff. It can't I can handle such and such. I know how to cause this. They playing in dark magic. See, sources saying, listen, they taking a lot of people with them because that number 8 looks like an infinity symbol when you turn it to the side like a chain. There's something is having a chain reaction. That's why source is saying to you, when source tells you to close out a cycle and move on, source is saying what the enemy meant for evil, source is turning something around for your good. Somebody better stop putting all this energy into these stop putting all these energy. I'm trying to help. I'm trying to warn somebody, like trying to tell somebody, listen, stop putting so much energy into some of these energies. They specifically renewed a contract with the devil just to come after you because they saw something was growing as far as your spiritual business or whatever. They went and renewed a contract with the enemy. Oh, let's brush up on our occult language, our occult uh, um, knowledge. So let's see if we can overwhelm Pisces so much. Your 12th house, you can be a man or woman, it doesn't matter because you have psychic abilities. Let's see if we can overwhelm them so much that you're gonna run out of town. You don't have to. That's somebody's north node. That's your north node, whoever you are. I'm telling you, I'm talking to you wherever Pisces is in your birth chart. Something has already taken flight for somebody. You just need to align yourself with other energies who are operating in their north node. Anybody who's operating in the north node does not see anybody as competition, not because of arrogance, because you know that source already qualified you for some. These energies, everything that you do, they nitpick. And the longer you sit around it, the more you get overwhelmed. They inherited something. They just don't know what they inherited. and you need to keep your mouth closed. You need to keep your jaws shut. Let's get into the second part of your reading. Like I said before, that was kind of a recap of the first one because it didn't capture anything that was said. But I'm telling y'all, somebody is you're learning how to go along with source's flow. Wherever you are, you're learning how to go along with source's flow. When source tells you to close out a cycle, close out a cycle. Only reason I'm sharing this with you all is because a lot of you all are healers. When we saw that healer card come out of there, some of you all work with gemstones and crystals. Some of you all, are just very healing energy. But you got to know, in terms of like things that you inherited, source. If source is removing you from something, source has already replaced it. You're on the cusp of something, like giving birth to something. You and somebody on the cusp of giving birth to something. There's some energies. Source is saying, listen, this card came out for you again. I am generous and kind with everyone. Continue being generous and kind with everyone. Somebody's dealing with some very low vibrating energies who, if you don't close out a cycle, you're going to find out. You're going to find out that obedience really is better than sacrifice, because it's not that source wants something bad to happen to you, right? It's really, here we have watch a movie. Not that source wants something bad to happen to you. You're really just delaying your own blessing. Like you're delaying your own arrival into this next phase where source is like, I'm about to try to give you you and somebody abundance and prosperity in ways that you all have never known or ever seen. Like, what are you doing? You're delaying your own. I'm trying to make you abundant and prosperous. Some energies have already inherited something. They were so gun-ho on taking something from you. I mean, by hook or crook, for real. They did some. When I tell you, I don't even need to go through all the stuff they did behind closed doors. But something is over. Something is over. Somebody's gonna have to learn how to really be obedient to source. Your body is giving you every kind of clue under the sun. Your physical body is giving you the clue, right? So when the moon moves through, like I said before, the moon moves into Capricorn. You feel it in your backbone, your joints, your knees, your skin, your hair. When the moon moves into Aquarius, that's on the 14th, 15th, and 16th of June. You're gonna feel it in your calf, your ankle, your shin, your Achilles, and then it moves through Pisces. On Tuesday and Wednesday, you feel it in your feet, your toes, your pineal gland, your third eye is opening. And so it's like you don't want to block your own third eye. But Source is saying, hey, look, 54. Yeah, you don't want to block your own third eye. These energies, like I said before, they are just like something is building up in you where you're about to you're about to give birth. Like it's building up in two energies. Actually, it's three energies. Somebody who's a dark high priestess and two dark empress energies. They've done something to create some kind of a film, right? To end you. Okay. I don't know how much clearer I can make that. I don't know. I really don't. Yeah. Because in their mind, they feel like they have higher education, they have philosophy, law, religion, travel, ethics and morals, personal beliefs, spiritual beliefs. They feel like, hey, listen, they got something that could end you. So don't know who I'm talking to. Yeah. But then this is like they like, okay, it's like a game of chess. You trying to play a game of. And I'm gonna leave this out of your reading because I'm gonna let you go to God with that. Yeah, somebody wants to see you out in poverty. I don't know who I'm talking to, but these energies have already sent something around to other people of you, some kind of recording or something of you, right? Five of Pentacles lets me know that somebody had a neighbor or has a neighbor who maybe have a camera pointed at you. Something happened. Somebody may have a neighbor that somebody had a camera or something pointing at you. Whose reading was this I did this for? Like if you have a next door neighbor or like somebody who lives across the hall from you, if you live in a condo or an apartment or whatever, but like neighbors having a camera pointed at you, like your comings and goings. And so somebody has some kind of recordings of you that they put together in some kind of a film to end you. Somebody wants to see you impoverished, ill health, worry, isolation, financial loss, need, some kind of in being in need of something, insecurity. This is somebody's first house. This is somebody who feels like something is there with somebody you were in a relationship with. Somebody you were in a relationship with. There's no way. Somebody was in a relationship with somebody who you must have number 10 is at the end, like you're like somebody wants to see you behind closed doors. They want to see a 10 of swords for you behind closed doors. If you were in a relationship with somebody like this, I hope somebody wake up. I really hope somebody wake up, because this is what I was talking about in your previous reading, because I didn't know this was going to come out in the second part of your reading. So the first part of your reading, I mentioned that there's an emperor energy, right? They don't have to be a sun sign, don't have to be Aries, right? It could be somewhere, but all the energies you're dealing with are low vibrational. High vibrational energies would not do this. Whoever the energy is contaminated a group of women to come after you. So if you're a woman and it's a man, he's going to say, well, I'm a man, I would never do such and such and such, and he's already done something to you, right? Right? He's already done something to you. Shady. Yeah, just shady. Energy to see you as competition. That's why somebody wants to end you. This is an obsession. Yeah, number 9. Somebody wants to end you. So they had to create something. Somebody created some kind of a film. And we see this cat right here, this orange cat, right? Somebody created some kind of a film to put you in. Here we have the Empress card right here. And they are just, like I said, wanting to give birth to someone, to force you into some kind of a rebirth, because they've been making a fortune out of something. They've been making a fortune. Somebody has been making a lot of money from something, right? Right? So something about somebody's neighbors watching you, though, they're shady too. These neighbors have been, it's a man and a woman, they're shady too. Because these karmic couples. These karmic couples, they position these karmic couples around somebody. Whoever I'm talking about, these could be your neighbors upstairs, downstairs, next door, whatever. If they have cameras, if you live in a place where people can have cameras, they got cameras pointing at your coming and going, what you was wearing when you left, what you were wearing when you came back, what your what kind of car you drive, if somebody brought you home, if you're dating somebody, if you got company coming in and out of your house, somebody is obsessed with you. These two energies are obsessed with you, and they've assigned couples to do this. Something that they sent on film all around the world. Mm-hmm. So somebody's been wondering if they've had to move out, or like, people being shady towards you, or, kind of giving you the up and down eye, or like, let's say if you're a woman, if you have neighbors, like couples, and a woman has been shady towards you, it's because this energy right here is behind it. And if it's a man and a man has been shady towards you, it's this type of energy that's behind it. They did something, they pieced together some kind of a film and created something. That's what these energies did. Mm-hmm. So somehow somebody's 10th house. I mean, yeah, 10th house is somebody does not want you to get to 10th house. This is like I say, somebody wanted to end your 10th house. 4 and 6 is 10. So somebody created a film. This is 9th house. And they're saying they got a group of energies who have higher level of education possibly than you, who are philosophers, who are attorneys, who are religion. They got it all. They got all bases covered, but they don't have all bases covered. Let's just put that out there first. They don't. You're a prayer warrior. Source is saying to you, you're kind and generous with everyone that you meet. And so if anybody has been shady towards you, and these are people that you may have never even met, you going back and forth to work, you're working hard. This is a person right here, you working hard. These energies have been, or shady towards your kids. You have teenagers as kids or whatever, but they acting like teenagers, like something is a competition. They watching every little thing that you do. Because these energies are sending out something that they created. They created something. Look, trying to stop your 10th house, your career, your life goals, your achievement, your public image, the divine masculine side of you. If you're a man, they're trying to emasculate you, or if you're a woman, they're trying to seem like like you're extra masculine or something. Like anyway, toxic masculinity. They're trying to, whether you're a man or woman, doesn't matter. They're trying to affect your social status and also your fame. Somebody is single-handedly doing this, lying on you. Be grateful that it's over. That's all I can tell you. Be grateful that it's over. Somebody, this is right here. Yeah. Be grateful that something is over. Because somebody saw this right here is this Five of Pentacles right here. Yeah. Somebody saw something that you were building that was growing and growing and growing, and they secretly wanted this right here. Just hop on your back, ride on your back. You know, like I said, Empress card. This energy is not doing anything but getting themselves in trouble. That's it. We're talking about your 12th house here. So your sun sign does not have to be Pisces, moon doesn't have to be Pisces, whatever. But somebody is really, really attacking. They did something during Saturn return, okay? They did something to you or your parents or your child during Saturn return. Saturn return is a major, and there's somebody else filmed. So the fact that they did this to try to humiliate you or your parents or your child, somebody is now doing something to them. That's what I'm saying. They didn't get away with nothing. They didn't get away with a darn thing. Nothing. They didn't get, you could just be grateful right now. Somebody refilmed what they thought they were going to humiliate. That's their way. Like I said, something for them is their way or the highway. They were so impulsive. They did not think beyond. So money is coming across your path. You and someone's path. Mm, mm, mm. If this is somebody's ex, looking at your cards here, yeah, you're gonna have somebody gonna have to, this right here, this Knight of Pentacles here, somebody was using some kind of dark magic, because this is a lot of energies that's involved in something. So if this is somebody's neighbor, if you live in an apartment complex or a condo or something like this, this also goes to the people in your, whoever owns the building. All of this might need to be real from sure. Somebody maybe need to talk to an attorney for real, because this would speak to the people in the building. I can tell you, if this is involving somebody's money, guess what? They're gonna cut them off. They're gonna cut them off with the quickness. They ain't messing up their money. Whoever, because this right here, the Five of Pentacles, this lets me know that somebody wanted you out of something, like wanted out, like out in impoverished. Like, in other words, they had to send somebody behind closed doors to do some kind of dirty work. This dark work right here, this dark horse right here. Somebody had to go behind closed doors to do some kind of dirty work for you. I mean, for them to get something of yours, right? So if it was your kids, it's like a spy or something, like your kids to spy on you or whatever, or listen to, or put some kind of recorder or some kind of device or whatever in your house. So you want to declutter and make sure you're looking all around your house and just, you got money coming across your path. Somebody did something illegal. They sent somebody in your house to record something or do something in the physical realm, including maybe messed up somebody's mail, rerouted someone's mail. They did something while somebody may have gone out the house to work and used somebody, whoever has a key or whatever to your home. But somebody is already familiar with all the stuff that they're doing. Here's the page of swords here. That's why people are open book, because people are talking about this. What's happening? Whatever anxiety you may have been having is about to go away. It's going to go away real soon. And again, I'm talking to your 12th house. Like I said, your sun, moon, rising, and Venus don't have to be Pisces. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. But these energies right here, this is somebody's ex. Ace of Cups. They felt like your back was going to be up against the wall, like something was going to depress you. If anything, it may have disappointed you that somebody who said that they loved you would do something to you like this. But as far as you're concerned, yeah. We got page energy here. So there's been a lot of conversation around this. This is Five of Wands here. So there's been a lot of people having conversations around this, like in the religious community. People have been talking about whatever it is, who these neighbors are. Like when they go to work or when you go to work, some people were getting paid to either film you or watch you or something. So if you go off to work every single day, somebody was being paid to watch you, or if they go off to work, like something is happening here. So I feel what I'm picking up here, because we're starting out at the Five of Wands here, because we didn't start 4, 3, 2, 1. That would be Ace of Wands here. Um, Somebody was watching you and somebody else. We're gonna move this over here, this Knight of Wands. So you and somebody are hardworking energies, whoever you are. So you and somebody are hardworking energies. So these are people that's either considered as your friends or family or whoever, or you consider them at some point friends or family or whatever. Maybe you used to worship with these people in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because fire speaks to spirituality and action, but somebody took some kind of action. A couple took some kind of an action to bait you into something. Something about like somebody felt like somebody needed to turn up the heat. See this fire right here? Like somebody needed to turn up the heat. So something maybe to make you cold or something. If you're living in an apartment or whatever, make you cold. So when you turn up the heat, it was actually releasing something. So if you smell something, so when people are into like dark magic, witchcraft, dark magic, the dark magic, right? You could have smelled something. That's why you want to start paying attention to smells. You could have smelled something, because like, well, you could have felt like, okay, you need to turn up the heat. Okay, we need to get creative and turn up the heat with something. You could have smelled something. His energy is trying to do everything they could possibly do to of get you out of something. Either get you put you and somebody put out. They turn up the heat so it can be like the gas smells, or smell like sulfur, or smell like, in some cases, because we was looking at previous readings, smell like death. For real, like um you could have noticed, like somebody's gonna start paying attention and noticing stuff, like you could have, like, some people open their windows and you may have like little insects flying to your house or whatever. You may even start knowing that stuff coming to your house and die, right? Again, there's a lot of content online that will help you with scriptural context, that's going to help you with like pastors who have actually spoken on this kind of thing, and telling you like in the spiritual realm, like how to recognize dark witch. If you got witches around you, dark people who are practicing dark witchcraft, you don't even have to listen to my video. This is tarot. Some might be new to tarot, and if you're more familiar with like the religious community or whatever, educate yourself as to what people are out here doing. I can point you to a couple of names. I'm gonna leave it out the reading. So just look it up online. Here we have the Judgment card. Judgment is coming down on these energies, because something for them runs real deep, but it runs just as deep for you. And something has come to light. Something has come to light. They created some kind of a film or something and sent all around the world, and it got into the right hands. This time it got into the right hands, all because somebody who you were in a relationship with, and somebody else who they're dealing with, somebody ain't even pay attention. Whoever this energy is, the opposing part of this, they ain't even pay attention to what was going on. All they just heard was a competition going on. That's all they heard. What competition? Oh, somebody looked better than somebody. Somebody got a better house than somebody. Somebody got a better. Oh, that's all they heard. Somebody planted a seed, and for them it was just a transaction. So it's saying, nah, it runs deeper than that for you. Here's a Knight of Swords. So stay focused. Stay focused. Something runs deeper than that for you. Stay focused. Because you just as down to earth and just as relatable. Yeah, because what in the world? What in the world? Now somebody was saying something about turn up the heat in your home or something like that, and you may have remember even smelling something. But yeah, there are people in the religious community who do create videos, who film videos, who kind of tell you about these things with scripture and things like that. You may want to listen to some of them. Yeah, these energies did something behind your back to end somebody, yours and somebody's back to end you and somebody, like end whatever you were creating. So there's a lot of different ways that things die. Like a dream may have died inside of you just because you know what, you had dreams of something, like I said, happening or whatever. You may have had dreams for your kids or dreams for your whatever. And these energies, whoever this person is, the Lover's card, whether you're in partnership in business and or in love, yeah, something is the judgment is coming down on them. It was an 8 and 9 of cups here. They wanted to end you as soon as you cut something off in terms of your emotions for them, because I'm telling you, the world is too small. People know too many people. Soon as you cut off the emotion for them, it's sent back whatever kind of spell work. And that's why you about to feel like you hit the jackpot. You don't want no emotional attachments to these energies. None. None. Mm-mm. But somebody who you're in a romantic relationship with, it's like if they're with another woman, they way that they're built, they try to make you jealous with somebody else. Like what? Everybody is. That's why I teach the way I teach in my readings, because whoever this energy is, that is not how you show somebody that you love them. I will end you if we're not together. Like, what is this? I will end you and your family if we're not together. Like, come on now. Somebody who's with them, who's participating in this transaction that they think they're calling, will do the same exact thing to them. Just like something was done before you came into the picture. Somebody doing the same exact thing. And it could be a man or woman that's doing it. So it's not, when there ain't no man bashing or man attacking on this channel, because women could do the same thing. So it's like, look, it's a one. It could be like what you can see. It's for somebody. It's a woman doing it too. So this is what I'm saying here. Some of y'all neighbors have been looking you all up and down, being shady towards you, and you don't even know why. Here you are, kind and generous with everybody. It's because somebody's ex is behind something with an organization. And in your previous reading, somebody with a lot of money. There it is. So start pouring into yourselves more. This is the Queen of Cups. Start pouring into yourselves more. So it's going to give somebody a chance to just start pouring into themselves more so that you don't miss it. So that you and somebody don't miss it. Okay? Somebody hates the fact that you work so hard to get where you're getting in life. And because that seed was planted by your ancestors. This is generational. These seeds was planted by your ancestors. Somebody that come from a very hardworking family. Hardworking family. And some energy was trying to bring out the darkness in you just by being shady. So if their family has more money, good for them. Here's a dance card. Yeah, good for them. Obviously, money is not everything if somebody is obsessed with you. I don't know who I'm talking to, but obviously money is not everything if they're obsessed with you. Somebody in their camp is not saying, hey, look, well, wait, it's better out here. You can go get somebody who look better, somebody who, got more money, like whatever. Somebody is upset. That's what the judgment card is. Obsession. Somebody is obsessed with you. And that's why they had to create all of this mess, obsession. Try to use to get somebody else to look to be jealous, somebody who is this, somebody a copycat of you, all of this energy to hurt you. That's an obsession. If I can't have you, no one else will. You and somebody need to start pouring into yourself. Like, what in the world is going on? Yeah, keep your vibrations high. Keep your vibrations high. And if you're a reader, just crystal clear. I mentioned this in the previous reading. All readers who read do not read. They're not reading their own energy. They're picking up. There's some people's gifts are channeling. They could be picking up on other people's energy. So if you're a reader, don't buy into that mess. Oh, they must be talking about them, or they must be talking about somebody in their life. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Somebody has a lot of gifts. You may not be talking about somebody. These energies be waiting to just do something to try to hurt somebody else. Somebody is just obsessed. These two energies are obsessed with your gifts. You don't need to pour you don't need to pour nothing else out to these energies. Somebody could dance. Somebody could be a trained dancer, or two energies. All three energies could be dancers, right? Yeah. Yeah, they. I mean, for them, they do this kind of stuff and go right on back to dancing like ain't nothing, like ain't nothing happened. I don't even know what to say, child. Listen, except cut ties. You and somebody are hardworking energies. Y'all trying to plant seeds to grow. Listen, cut ties, child. Continue being kind and generous with everyone that you meet, everybody in every religious community. Everybody's in human form. Just continue being kind and generous with everybody that you meet. Somebody is very respectful of other people's spiritual beliefs or religious beliefs. This is somebody's ex who got somebody who just sees it as a transaction but can't see past the fact. Anyway, not your problem. They've inherited their problem. Get on back to work. Not your problem. I'm trying to help you. That's not your problem. That's not your problem. They like baiting people into stuff. Not your problem. You're a responsible, hardworking person. Get on back to what you're doing. Starve that energy and let it flee. The energy is trying to bring destruction down on somebody. They swear up and down. Yeah, they already made people cry. Yeah, I mean, just here's the Princess of Cups here. See, that's what some people are somewhere on a vacation drinking their coconut water. They ain't paying attention to that. Child, where energies are sitting at home crying somewhere, mad, thinking that you're talking about them. You ain't talking about none of them. You just listening to a reading. So if you are a reader, somebody, I don't know who else listen to talk to. Somebody has a copycat energy out here, but you sent that spell work right on back. Continue pouring into you and continue encouraging other people to pour into themselves as well. Keep it high vibrational. You don't have time. The universe is on your side, in your favor. You don't have time to vibrate on a low frequency. You're trying to, somebody's expand your business or something is expanding. You're aligning yourself with people who are talking about expansion and, somebody's out here creating jobs and opportunities for other people. That's why you working so hard. I'm out this energy. Listen, keep your vibrations high. That's all I can tell you. Keep your vibrations high. These are you sitting at home splicing up films, trying to create stuff. This is an obsession to end somebody. Listen, y'all. The answers you seek are coming. You are protected by angels. Somebody's a Cambian spirit, offspring between a union between incubus, succubus, and a human parent. You're healing from the pain that they call. Somebody don't even know the half. Somebody don't know the half. Whoever they're in a relationship with, they inherited their problem. That is not your. They don't even know the half of the stuff you went through in this relationship with this person. Somehow they think they're better. Okay, not your problem anymore. Not your problem. You better go on about your business and adjust your crown. Crown chakra cleanse. Adjust your crown. There it is, coming out again. Adjust your crown. At what age did your parents work on their shadow self, and at what age did you work on your shadow self? Start praying for people for real. Close out the cycle in love. You don't have anything negative to say about anybody. Here we have he apologizing for betraying you. That's an apology. If it's somebody's ex, if it's a he or she, that's their apology for betraying you by trying to ruin you. You have the gift of clairvoyance. You see things very clearly. It's time to expand your brand. Give this no air. It's your reading. And if you are a reader, listen, Keep it out. I'm telling y'all, just like you would protect somebody has a new relationship in their life, this right here, Ace of Cups, you can have a new love interest in your life. I'm gonna tell y'all, I said this in somebody else's reading. Keep that stuff off of the internet. Keep it off of social media. If you got a new and exuberant love in your life, keep it off of social media. A new business situation going on, keep it off of social media. But keep your personal relationships out of reading cards. If you're a reader, keep your personal life out of cards, out of your card reading. Keep it out of card reading. Unless you're telling somebody, like in one of my readings, I talked about how, like, I had a summer job, and it started, the city where I'm from, they had like summer job for teenagers, where and supplied like what they would call in the government like a stipend or whatever. Like they gave you sort of an allowance to kind of sort of travel around the city, the bus fare or train or subway fare, unless it's something like that. I mean, whatever you want to share, but something where these energies they looking for any reason to try to record your videos or your voice or whatever they're trying to do to try to bring some kind of judgment down. Keep your personal business off of social media. That's all I can say, child. If you have the gift of channeling, you can be picking up anybody's energy. You can be picking up anybody's energy. So yeah, continue being kind and generous with everyone. Somebody's ex love interest with their person created something that's just just toss something into a burning bowl. You're cleansing by fire. You're cleansing by fire. They love to cause some kind of lamenting and some kind of tears. They feel like somebody is living a prince or princess life. Whoever you are, I don't know who you are. They feel like you're taking too many trips or something. This with this particular deck here, somebody could be taking a lot of trips. Somebody feel like your needs are being met, like the Nine of Cups. Like every time you turn around, you jumping out of a treasure chest. That is not the way to attract energies. By seeing somebody is like, I want to see you out. Anyway, that is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. Yeah, you don't have time for mean person spirit energy. Nope, nope, nope. Somebody is way too compassionate. So, this is what I have for you. Hopefully, yeah, I feel like, whoever this is for, the first time something happens with an energy, just be done with it. Just be done. Just move on. Just for real. Just move on. Just move on. And that's what you're passing on to somebody else. Is like somebody don't want you in their life. Okay, that's it. That's it. Just okay. Move on. Move on. They don't want you in their life. You got the message loud and clear. Move on. You don't need to talk to them, about them, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't take that energy with you. Don't take it to work with you. Don't bring it home. Leave it alone. Readers, like I'm telling you, if you're a reader, don't ever bring your personal life to work. That's all I can tell you. If you work, you read a card, don't bring your personal life to work. Unless it's uplifting people, where you're teaching people how to rise above the judge. Don't bring that mess. Don't bring it. Leave that energy somewhere else. Leave it somewhere else. Leave it somewhere else. That's what I have for you. Yeah, because these energy, they love to align themselves with people where people can get your personal business and try to use it against you, film what you say, and they want to use it against you and make money off of it later. As soon as they feel like your business is growing, that's what they want to come back with. Oh, well, this person said this, they said that. So your sources aligning you with the right energies. That's all I can tell you. Sources aligning you with the right energies. Yeah, so they circulated something that somebody did during a Saturn return, for somebody that is illegal, and something they could have done to you which was illegal, and they dragged some other people into some stuff because somebody was just that obsessed with ending you, just made some kind of impulsive move. I don't know who this is. Somebody could have just, it sounded like somebody could have just picked up the phone and called somebody. That's what this looked like. Somebody could have just called you, child. They could have just said, whoever you're, a man or woman, somebody could have just called you. Child, this right here, somebody somebody elbows up, somebody got red bottom shoes on. It's a man or woman. Somebody, well, these are flat shoes, but somebody got a red bottom. Somebody ride a motorcycle. I don't know. Anyway, that is what I have for you. Keep all of your business off of social media. That's all I can tell you. Because these energies are looking for anything. So if I can use my platform to try to help somebody, listen, keep your personal business off of social media. Keep it off social media. These energy, all this water right here, whoever you are, they're attacking your mental health, whoever you're attracted to, whatever group of energies that you're aligned with, whether you're an ally of a particular group or you belong to a particular group. They energy like child piecing stuff together like it's a film. Okay, let's capture this to this. And look, if you're on YouTube, you can look to see, if you're on YouTube, you can look to see what snippets of your videos people are capturing, because that's what these energies are doing. They're capturing snippets of, if you're on YouTube, capture snippets of your video to play and piecing all of this together like it's just a movie. Obsessed, 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 obsessed. Trying to make you responsible for something. It's everything but hard work. That's what I have for you. You worked hard for what you and somebody worked hard for what you have accomplished. And hopefully this has been helpful. So if you're on YouTube or any kind of a public platform or anything like that, be mindful that you're not bringing your personal life to work, because energies are, like I said, somebody is really gifted. That's what this is right here. And it's getting bigger and bigger. It's like you're going through a rebirth. This is right here. Somebody's like they're about to just pop in terms of like their spiritual gifts. And people see it. People see that you're expanding, your business is expanding and all of that. Oh, did you hear they said this? Yeah, because they already did something behind your back. They're trying to create another distraction. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. And I will see you all in the next video. But yeah, learn how to rise above the judgment of whatever you think people are judging you based on. Learn how to rise above. You ain't judging them. They're judging whoever this energy is. Whoever these two energies are. That is what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. Continue journaling. That's right. Talk to you and Source. Source got it under control. That's right. Continue journaling. That is what I see for you. Because I feel like that's what somebody's going to start doing from now on, just journaling. This person has yellow fingernails. And this yellow is helping you with it's a solar, because a color for solar plexus chakra. And so if you're feeling like, speaking of solar plexus, the dark side of that, if you feel like you were bullied, or you feel like you have low self-esteem, or you feel like you have anything that would pertain to you, like you, it's different than channeling other people's energy that you could be picking up on, right? You could have, let me see how I can word this for some of you all. Somebody could have legitimately gone through something in their teenage years where, looking at this right here, like where people were talking about you around you, right? Like could have been like a whole bunch of gossiping or whatever going on around you. And you could have been baited into saying something, even if it was like nodding your head up and down, left to right, no, yes, whatever. And all of a sudden you are part of the discussion. Like, come on now. Like, because you just happen to be there. You're at work, right? Somebody says, oh, yeah, uh, um, 12th house, wherever Pisces is in your birth chart, 12th house, they was there, they know somebody being shady, towards you. And here you are just working, hard working. I mean, yeah, they just want to be a part of a conversation. Keep all of your personal life off of social media. That's all I can tell somebody. I don't even know what to say. Keep it all off of social media. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I'll see you all in the next video. See you in the next video. But yeah, and pay attention to your body, right? pay attention to your body, because as the moon moves to these phases, it's also your body is very, very telling to you if your back is hurting, or your, pineal gland, or your teeth, your veins, or you can go online and see what the moon phases are associated with what part of your body, to just kind of sort of start following that. But you're getting real close to, that's why somebody's back also could be hurting, because you're very close to a rebirth happening here, right? Where abundance and prosperity is like you're just overflowing. These energies, like really, like I said, just like if you live somewhere, somebody can be like, turn up the heat, and you starting to smell stuff. Like you starting to get lightheaded or dizzy. Like, okay. Like somebody's like a slang term be like gassing someone up. Like, getting somebody like, we're gearing up for doing so and so. This will do it. Like, this will get them fired from the job. So it's just saying, listen, learn how to listen to your intuition. Stop falling for stuff. All right, bye.